If you're a female entrepreneur, did you know that there is a very good chance that the shadow success has already started to consume you? And this is even more certain if you're succeeding at a high level. Look, you probably don't even notice this is happening to you. That is why it's called shadow success. On paper, you've made it. Your business is doing really well. You put the work in and the business is finally making consistent sales. You've built the business, the brand, the lifestyle that people actually dream about. But instead of feeling light and fulfilled, you feel, well, tired, heavy. Like success came with a bill no one warned you about. In today's world, hustle culture is all around us. Heck, we had to hustle to get where we are today. But something crazy happens once you've made it. Have you ever seen that person that you admire for building an amazing business and it actually crumbles? Like with their personal life, their business, and their health, it all comes crumbling down? That is because they were never in success, but they were in shadow success dilemma instead. It's a hidden pattern that quietly drains women founders in all areas of their life. I know because I've been there. And so today I want to bring awareness to this, unpack it a bit so you can start pulling yourself up before it takes more of you than it should. Let's start with defining what this shadow success really looks like. Let's talk about what this is, right? I have coined the term shadow success because what it really is it's the shadow. So imagine of yourself and you're like right here, right? This is me. Yay. Like I've done such a great job. Okay. I've done consistent sales. I've grown a business. But then what happens is you have almost like this shadow of you and it's just sitting here. And what happens is you think you're in success, but really you're living in this world of shadow. And over time, what happens is this shadow now starts to grow and fully consume you. And so when you have success, you think, okay, this is great. Everything's going really well. But now all of a sudden, I'm no longer living in the success world. I'm living in the world that looks like success, but really is a shadow. And so when does this happen? This is interesting. You're actually sitting here with like money and you're like, yes, I am doing so good. I'm making so much money. I have consistent sales that are actually feeding into everything that I'm doing and it's money coming in. I have consistent sales. But what happens is now that I'm in this world and I have consistent sales, this is when it starts to happen. So you have this money coming in now. We're going to kind of go back up to here and we're going to take my little guy and we're going to grab him and we're going to move him back down here because this is really a big thing. The driving force is really now that you have the money coming in. It's consistent sales. But what's happening now is you're like, okay, I have consistent sales. But what happens is this, you're making the money and then you start saying, well, wait a minute. What if something happens? What if I can't make that money anymore? What if I stop working? What if the sales don't come in? And what starts driving this force is fear. Okay? We have fear that is driving everything we're doing. Because of this fear and it driving us, we are now moving in, like I talked about here. We're starting here, but what's really happening is we start in this world of success. So we're like, oh, we've made it. And then as the fear starts driving into us, and we're really living in this state of pure fear, what happens is that we're looking at it saying, oh my gosh, I cannot stop. I cannot change anything. I can't do anything. If I do, I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to lose all this money that I've wanted, right? This money right here is going to disappear. It's not going to happen anymore. So we are living in this constant state of fear. Fear feeds the monster. If you start realizing this is what you're in, the fear is driving it, okay? So if we cannot fix this fear, we're going to be consumed. So we talked about what is it, when it happens, the driving force. Now, I want to talk about the underlying belief. Here is the biggest problem that's happening. We start with our business and we say, we have to build a business. Okay, so we're going to start and we're going to say, I don't have a business. I don't know what to do. I want to make money, right? I want to figure out, how do I make this? Money is important. We want a business. Okay, we take something Okay, something, this is my thing. I'm going to put a little happy face, something that makes us happy. And we say, okay, I'm going to take this one thing. And I think that I can actually take this one thing, package it up in a nice little box with a nice pretty little bow on top, call it an offer, call it a coaching package, call it something. It's something that I actually love to do. It makes me happy. So I want to do it. I'm going to package it up in this cool little package, and I am going to sell it. I'm going to put a price tag on it, and I'm going to say my coaching is worth this. My offer is worth this. My whatever it is that makes me happy that I know a lot about or I'm learning about, and I want to package and sell it and help other people do it, is worth this much. Then what happens is we start selling this, right? And we're saying, okay, in order to get those offers going, the coaching programs going, you all know this. Every woman who's an entrepreneur, in order to start here and package this up, I mean, it's very rare that the money comes falling in, right? Where you're like, woo, the money's coming. It takes something else. We have one thing that sits right here before the money starts actually flowing in, okay? That is because we all know this. If we want the money to start flowing, we have to put something called hustle. We have to hustle. We have to work hard. You have to. I'm telling you, unless you had a previous business with a lot of people to bring into this ecosystem that you're building, you have to hustle and work harder. That's just what happens to build business. We did that. Congrats, you've done it. I've done it. We did the hustle. We took our cool little product that we like, okay? We took this cool little product. We packaged it up. We charged some money. We put in a lot of work and a lot of hustle, and the money started flowing in. That's a horrible flowing in, but that's what I got going on. And then what happens is this. We come back and we say, okay, the money is flowing in, but I want to make a jump. I want to go from this bridge over the water to this bridge over here. I have to, you're going to love my little stick figures because that's all I draw, guys. I have to make a leap across so that I can actually make it. And this over here is going to be my big payout. That's going to be my, for some people, it could be your 100K, your 500K. This can be your 1 million. For others, this can be your 8 million, right? Your 10 million. This can be that big jump. It comes incremental. I get that. But let's say that's your big jump. The problem is this. In order to make this jump right here successfully, I have to really think about what I need to do. And here's this underlying belief that's coming in with the shadow, okay? With the shadow success, is that I had to work this hard to make it to here. Okay, totally get it. So then we think, okay, I have this huge leap that I have to do right here. How do I actually make this leap over here? Oh, they say, I'm going to do my little copy paste thing. I have to do this. I have to actually hustle harder to make my leap. That's where the belief comes in. Doing more, working more must be the answer. It's the only answer. So what do? We work harder, we push harder, we do more, and then we have a problem. We're consumed by shadow success, anti-success. That's the problem. The origin of belief really comes in because of this, okay? It really circles back to this underlining thing right here, all of this. Because we started our journey with saying, I have to hustle harder to get there initially. Therefore, I have to work harder now to actually make it in. I actually have to do this to get there. This is where this origin of belief comes from. It was set in the beginning because we actually did that. That's how we got here. The problem is this. This is not the way to do it. This channel is your essential guide for navigating the anti-success awakening. The next few videos will discuss each step of this, breaking it down further, like symptoms, why women get stuck, the early warning signs, and how to start climbing out. If you're a successful woman, you're an entrepreneur, you're feeling the hidden drain of shadow success, like tired, unfulfilled, and ready for a new blueprint, then this channel is for you. We're building a movement to help women like you see, name, and courageously release the patterns of anti-success. Discover new blueprints for wealth that deeply nurture your health, your peace, and longevity. That's what this is all about. Rebuild businesses that truly breathe, right? We want an ecosystem that breathes, creating effortless ecosystems that sustain you instead of consuming you. So join us by subscribing now to this channel to be part of the community that's redefining success. Because real success doesn't cost your life, it funds it, allowing you to lead with purpose and joy. Ready to go deeper? Get on our email list for exclusive behind the curtain insights into building an effortless empire. And for those ready for transformation, yes, I'm talking to you, you want to take action. The waitlist for the House of Cortessa, my private society for women, is available and ready to go. The Experience, my live event in Nashville happening in January, where 5% growth is the norm, is now open. The link is below if you're interested. Jump on our wait list and get inside of our community. I will see you in the next video right now.